Welcome to another video. Walk on the wild side, and I'm here in Blackpool, and check this out. It's snowing. Yeah. Is it going to stick though? I'm here on Central Drive, and what I thought I'd do in this video is we'll take a look down towards the Promenade and we'll see if this snow is going to get any worse. Yeah, so we've had a pretty mild winter here in Blackpool, and this is only the second time it's actually snowed. We've had a really mild winter over Christmas and into the new year, and we've actually got snow now. It's very, very light at the moment. It's due to get a bit heavier, I think, but will it stick? Let's go and find out, shall we? Just looking towards Kent Road here, I tell you what, that building there next to the fish and chips doesn't look in a great order, does it? But anyway, that's Central Drive just up there. That's where I started. You can see the snow coming right towards us now. Yeah, there's the King Edward pub on the left-hand side. That's part of this new central entertainment quarter, yeah. And look at this now. I thought I'd show this while I'm here. I've just come down Chapel Street here. Look at this car park now. Look at this. You can't even see the tower from here now. Yeah, it's like a massive Meccano set, isn't it? Wowzers. I've just nipped down this road here next to Donna's Dream House. That's Donna's Dream House there on the right hand side, yeah. A local charity for children with terminal illnesses here in Blackpool. But just look at that now, folks. That massive car park. I think it's is it 6 stories or something, and it's the first phase of the development over there, the £300 million development. There you go. And you can see the tower now because I've come back a little bit. There you go there. Through the snow, Blackpool Tower. Yeah, so they're really getting on with this now. Look at that, they're taking up another section there, look. Another massive section of this multi-storey car park, the first phase of this development. And let's head to the Promenade, shall we? And see what it's like over there. Probably pretty quiet today, but still early in the morning as well. Look at this, folks. This is actually the development when it's all due to be finished. Look at that there, look. Whoa, that's the first time I've seen this picture here. It must be fairly recent. They've got it up on this mural here, look. Once the world's busiest train station. Yeah, that's where we are now, folks. Blackpool Central was once the world's busiest train station. It came right in to here, and look at that view of the tower as you came in on the train. Can you imagine coming in on the train to here? There were loads and loads of tracks, sidings, all that sort of thing, and it all led right up to here, to Coral Island over there. Coral Island in the distance, that's where the station was. Yeah, and I also want to remind you as well, some of you might know that there used to be a multi-storey car park right here that was attached to the police station complex. I tell you what, this snow's starting to come down a bit heavier now. But yeah, there you go, folks. Here's another look from this side, and there you see that picture there. First time I've seen that picture, actually, funny enough. I think that's fairly recent that they've put that up. But there you go. Look at this. It's massive, isn't it? Yeah, and it's all going to be like, you know, it's all going to be panelled in glass LED. Look at this here. Here's a close look at the how it's going to look. It's going to look very, very impressive. And now we've got Blackpool Tower there, look. Yeah, there you go. There's a little look at how it might look at night when it's all sort of finished off. Of course, it doesn't look anything like that at the moment, I'm afraid. Did you see that building at the start? Oh my God, it looked like it was falling down. But anyway, what we got? Police car over here, look. So this is the car park, or what's left of the car park, multi-storey car park. But the multi-storey car park did used to come out there. It used to come out across there. They knocked it down ages ago, yeah. But look at this now. I'll tell you what, it's absolutely freezing. Let's go and see what it's like a bit further up here, shall we? Yeah, so I'm now on Chapel Street, and as you can see, some of the buildings in this area are in need of some improvement. So I'm making my way up Chapel Street. This leads up towards the Central Pier there. Can you see the Central Pier? And this is the remains of the underground, sort of underground car park. There is an underground section there, and that's where the police vehicles used to park when the police station there was in use, Blackpool Central Police Station. The police have now since moved out of town towards Mearside. So we're making our way up Chapel Street. That's the Stanley, is it? The Stanley Show Bar. Looks very fancy, that, the Stanley Show Bar, since it's been reopened, yeah. So it's still coming down, but I don't think it's going to stick because it's not heavy enough. Here's a quick look down Dale Street, and that's the home of the £1 burger there, but the daddy has left the building. But I think the £1 burger will be open later, so if you're visiting Blackpool, it might be worth coming down to check it out. Well, it might be snowing in Blackpool, but the souvenir shops are open. We're now at the Promenade, and here's a look down Foxhall Road there, Foxhall Road. And there's the central pier over there, and the arcade's open. I don't think the pier's open, but the arcade is open. All the pier arcades are open. We're now on the Promenade. The snow's coming down, but I'm afraid, well, it's very unlikely that it would ever stick on the Promenade with all the salt. But this is about as good as it gets for snow in Blackpool. So there you go, there's the tower there. There you go. All aboard for the Fleetwood Ferry. Who fancies a trip to Fleetwood today? In this weather. Oh, and you can see the lollipops here. You see the lollipops, how they're blowing, very gently blowing towards the sea. So the wind is coming from the east. It's the beast from the east. Yeah, here in Blackpool. Let's take a look on the beach, shall we? Yes, seagulls running away from me as usual. I seem to have that effect on them. The Blackpool Council have very kindly marked off these dumpsters here as litter bins, so you know where to put your litter. Let's have a little look inside, shall we? People have been behaving themselves. Yeah, ooh, Canistella there. Anyone for a Canistella here in Blackpool in the snow? Let's take a look on the beach, shall we? Oh, I think we've got some oyster catchers over there. Can you see? Those birds there are oyster catchers. There you go. Bit of wildlife for you. Yeah, there you go. You get to see all sorts on my channel. So let's have a look at the tide. I think the tide is coming in, and it's coming in very, very gently. It's actually really nice to hear that sound of the tide as it comes in here around the central pier there. I get quite a few people asking me about the big wheel on the central pier. They're not going to be changing it anytime soon. That big wheel there is staying. They were supposed to be putting a bigger one up, but I don't think that they're going to be doing that this year. So here's a look towards the tower, and there you can see those lollipops there blowing over. It does seem to be very consistent, the snow, but I think it's kind of turning a bit sleety, which isn't very nice at all. I mean, my fingers are absolutely frozen. I don't know if you saw the live stream that I did this week, but I did a live stream at night, and I went around the back of the central pier, and when I came around this side, we had a helicopter fly over the top of the big wheel, and it was literally just over the top of the big wheel somewhere around here, and it had no lights on it at all. And then it was followed by another helicopter, another big helicopter, black helicopter with a searchlight on it, and it was the SAS training here in Blackpool. How about that? Amazing. If you haven't seen it, go and look on my video. It's around about half an hour or so in, and that's what they're doing this week. Yeah, it was amazing to see that here in Blackpool. So even though it's a quiet time of year, there always seems to be something going on in Blackpool. The seagulls wondering, where are all the people? I want feeding. Beach patrol there. There's a beach patrol for you folks, making sure that everyone is safe along the promenade. Always checking up here to make sure there's no one out there that shouldn't be. There you go folks. It looks pretty grim, But at the same time, I think there's a kind of relaxed feel about things. We've got the snow coming down, the tide's gently coming in, yeah. Mind you, my hands are absolutely frozen. I'll tell you what, I can hear a lot of banging coming from over there, you know, just above the, or is it just below the Sea Life Centre where they're doing all that work? It's going to be the Gruffalo. The Gruffalo, yeah. Disney thing, I don't know about it, but I'll tell you what, I said that this snow was easing off a bit, I think, didn't I? But I don't know, I think it's getting heavier. Look, it's actually starting to get a bit thicker now. Look, there's Funland. Funland's open. I'm just showing you what's open. I think the waxworks are open, are they? There's a shop over there that's open. So there's quite a few places open. We've got the Golden Mile, the Coral Island's open, of course. The North Pier Arcade will be open. So it's not looking too bad in Blackpool, even though the snow is coming down pretty heavy now, actually. So there you go, that was a little look at a snowy Blackpool, yeah. And it's still quite early in the morning, it's really, really quiet. In fact, I don't think it's going to get much busier than it is really, but we've had a little look around. We started around Central Drive, we looked at the car park there, they're making really good progress with that. And I've come down here to the Promenade and you can see there's a few places open. Like I say, Blackpool never ever shuts, but we've got this uniqueness today of the snow coming down, which doesn't happen very often. We literally only get snow once a year. We've already had about 1 millimetre of snow back in December, and now we've got some more. Anyway, I hope you like this video, and if you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I will see you again on the next one.